Hi ladies, welcome back to the channel. So you want to get started in 2025 and you want to elevate your life. There's some things that you need to do that nobody's telling you that you need to do, but it's here now. And you clicked on this video, so you're gonna know. So everything that is embodied into creating the life that you want, it starts with you reflecting on what you are doing and what you are not doing and what's working and what's not. So the first thing that I'm going to tell you to start off with is to get organized. Clean your space, clean your house, clean your bathroom, clean your car, clean up everything on your phone, get rid of all those apps you're not using, get rid of anything in your refrigerator that does not serve you. Just clean up your space, because that's going to put you in a whole new mindset where you feel refreshed, you feel renewed, and it's going to help you to elevate your thinking, because now you have these small problems, they're all solved, and you can get to exactly where you need to go, because you're not thinking about what you need to do in order to get there. So first things first, organize your space. Stay organized. Be intentional about it. But these are the clear steps that are going to be monumental in the progress that you make in 2025, especially when it comes to setting clear goals for yourself and actually doing them. So the first thing that is necessary is to set your intentions every day. When you wake up in the morning and you set an intention that you're either practicing your gratitude, you're saying a prayer, you're meditating. All of these things, when you intentionalize the things that you're doing each and every morning, you start to feel that small ounce of productivity, and it trickles over into your day. So there's no reason why you should be skipping out on morning routines every single day. I don't care if it's literally just closing your eyes for 5 minutes and just thanking God for the fact that you woke up. All of these things align with the bigger purpose in your life. So actually moving on that purpose and doing exactly what makes sense by having gratitude, or taking the moment to just release all of the energy of sleepiness, laziness, questionable energy about what you're going to do for the day. All of that goes out the door when you can just sit down with yourself after you first wake up and say, I'm just happy I woke up. I'm just glad I woke up. Thank you, God, for waking me up again. So on another note, the next thing that needs to happen is actually refining your self-care and your consistency constantly. So every time you lock in and you get yourself into a routine where you feel comfortable about doing the things that you go about doing every single day, you kind of feel redundant in that task. And I sometimes feel the same way. When I start doing something over and over and over and over, I'm like, okay, this is boring. Like, I don't want to keep doing this anymore, but it needs to happen. I still need to get up and have a morning routine. But my morning routine, it might change every season. You know what I mean? So if you're consistently changing your morning routine to be altered to what you're actually trying to achieve, then that's going to give you the best results. For example, if you're in a season right now where you're primarily working, and so in the mornings you only have a specific amount of time to get ready and to actually go somewhere, your morning routine needs to reflect that. It needs to reflect someone who gets up, shows their gratitude, has their affirmations, or takes the time out to actually enjoy the fact that they just woke up, pray, or whatever it is that you find comfort in doing. You need to refine that to the season that you are in. If you are an entrepreneur and you're a woman who has the freedom and the flexibility to wake up when she pleases, then your morning routine needs to reflect that. That does not mean that you can just get up, roll out of bed, and then just figure out what you're going to do. You still need to have a morning routine. It all takes consistency. It all takes a ritual. But that is determined on exactly your stance in life. So actually reflect on that. Think about exactly where you're at in your life. You're working a 9 to 5, you're an entrepreneur, you got 2, 3 jobs, you serving somebody else. It does not matter. You have to understand that wherever you are in your life, it is going to show you exactly how you need to move and make the most out of your day. Ladies, you have to remember one thing, And that's, we are not men. We are not driven to do results every single day, all the time. It's not going to help us to actually reach our full potential. If you are not a person who is just generally motivated all the time and can actually work like that, it's hindering you more than it's helping you to actually move like that. So you have to be sure that when you're moving with grace. You're actually moving with love for yourself and intentions for yourself as a woman, and not building on top of stress that you've never even released, just because in the name of working, just because you're getting money. Like, it really doesn't work like that. It's not really going to help you actually achieve what you want to achieve, because now you're going to be burnt out. And nobody wants a burnt out woman. Nobody wants to be burnt out as a woman. Nobody wants to feel that energy, because not one, it doesn't feel good. Two, it's not going to help you get to where you want to go. And three, it serves no purpose in your life. It's really just going to hinder you and make you feel like you're wasting your energy. So don't do that to yourself. So the next thing that's very important is having those small wins. Every time you have a small win, that's giving your body the momentum that it needs to keep going. And not only is that going to actually help you to serve a purpose in your life, but it's going to give you the willpower to do it, because you feel confident in yourself that you're able to achieve the goal that you're setting for yourself. So even though it takes patience, even though it takes perseverance and consistency, all of those things are aligning to a bigger purpose in your life that you're actually going to achieve. So focusing on small wins is actually going to give you everything that you need, all of the blueprints that it is to push forward to actually make your goal attainable. So setting a goal and sticking to it, having the time management to actually put those goals in your routine, in your system, to make the system work for you, not you working for it. And that's going to be the differentiating factor, and if you are going to achieve your goals or not. Also, ladies, if you haven't already, it's the time to start investing in your personal growth. And as young women, we have so much more personally going for us that we don't even realize, because we have time and we also have resources. And those resources are going to be literally the data breach into how we break into truly fundamentally feeling love for the life that we are living right now. So investing in your personal growth, that could be anything that brings you joy or anything that's going to help you to elevate your life. Remember, we're here to elevate. And it does not look like the same for everybody. So reading is one thing that helps me to actually move accordingly to what I was reading. I was reading things that were putting mindset alterations in my life, where if I felt a certain type of way about a subject and I just couldn't get it right, I would read a book about that and then allow that to alter my mind, so that way I could feel comfortable in actually implementing the things that I found that I was having trouble in. So for example, I had a really bad thing with time management. I was always late I was always showing up late, leaving at the time, thinking that traffic is going to be on my side always, not accounting for anything. And it put me in the mindset like, dang, I just can't get it right. I'm always late. So I picked up a book, and it just was a little bitty audiobook. It wasn't even more than 50 pages. But I literally read the whole book on a 30-minute drive home. But being said, so that way I can tell you guys, there is no reason or excuse why if you're having trouble with something and you have no other resources other than the internet, then that you should be moving differently. Like, evaluate your weaknesses right now. If your weakness is time management, like mine was, write that down and figure out exactly how you need to move in order to make that not a weakness for you no more. It's all circumstantial. You don't have to be in the same circumstances of somebody who doesn't know how to manage their time. But you do have the resources that everybody else has. If somebody's struggling with time management, the same resources that I had to make sure that it don't happen again. But we're all human, of course. Give yourself grace. But it's very important for you to outline these things in yourself. If you actually want to elevate to see yourself in the position that you want to be in, you have to look at that. You have to look at your weaknesses and be like, okay, I'm falling short. What do I need to do so that way it just don't keep happening? Or how do I elevate myself in order for me not to do this anymore? How do I elevate my thinking so that way I can be a better person? How do I elevate my habits? All of those align. And those are going to be the biggest factors into moving accordingly so that way you can actually get right and do the things that you are being called to do. You don't need those limitations. So write them down, get rid of them, read on them, actually have some personal growth, and implement the things that you're reading, implement the strategies that you're learning. It is all action based. All it is an action. You have to actually take the action. If you're scared of doing something, that's the thing you need to be working on right now. That's the thing you need to sit with yourself and write down. I'm afraid to post on social media because I feel like all my friends gonna see it and they gonna think this is a laughing game. It's funny. Then you need to be doing it because you need, not only are you need to conquer your fear, but you need to also show people that it's not about them. Okay? Everybody's on earth to do a purpose in their lives. I don't know what purpose is set for each and every one of us, but there is one. So tap into yours and actually be confident about it. And if that's something you're struggling with too, read about it as well. There are so many resources out here now in this day and age. You can literally ask Chat GPT how to be confident. So, like I said, it's all about the actions that you're putting in. And if you're actually implementing what you're reading or what you're taking in, then that's the stepping stones to greatness. It's literally, we can only live day by day, every day by day. So don't overthink it. So all of the above, all of the actions that I talked about in this video are all for the greater good. There are just the puzzle pieces that are going to make you have the best habitual life that you possibly can, all while giving the love to yourself that you deserve, because like I said, we're all human. So there's no reason for you to be beaten down on yourself about not being able to make a goal for yourself and sticking to it. It all takes practice. It all takes time. It also takes the education and it takes the resources. They're not just there for show. You have to actually do it if you want to see a difference. But you have to move accordingly to your season. Remember, this is about you internally. So don't compare yourself to no one else. Don't give yourself insight based off of what somebody else is doing. If you're taking advice from other people, allow yourself to align with what they're doing. Don't just take the advice, do it for one time and then say, this isn't working for me. That's not how you elevate. You have to be consistent. If you say you're going to do something, then do it. And that's really just the bottom line. It's really as simple as that. But in 2025, this isn't about the year. This is not about the calendar year, because there's no reason why there should be any limitations to what exactly you're trying to do without the implementations that you're putting in. The limitation is you if you're not doing anything. So think about that and actually remember that it's not something that's going to happen overnight. All of these quick schemes are not going to actually give you the longevity of the sustainable life that you're imagining for yourself, because they're not there to serve that purpose. They are there to give you a quick hit of dopamine. So have a strategy. Clean up your life. Clean up your house. That's the first thing you need to do. After you see this video, just go clean up your bathroom. Go clean up your house. Go clean out your car. Delete those apps off your phone. Clean out your refrigerator. Do all of those things. And then sit with yourself. I just cleaned up all of those things. Now I'm sitting with myself. What does my life look like right now? I got a baby. I got a job that I need to go to every day. I got to make sure that I can pay my rent. If you're dealing with that right now, write it down. Then you need to say, okay, I've written all these things down. Now I need to get myself a morning routine. That's going to be the cherry on top. Get yourself a morning routine and stick to it. Wake up and actually do it. If you have an iPhone, that one of the best hacks that I've ever had is since I use my iPhone, I change the wallpaper based on a certain time in each day. So those little focus apps that you can put on your phone, change the wallpaper of your focus app to be something that's going to help you to motivate, or even just help you to put yourself in a mindset of where you need to be. When you first wake up, that alarm first come on, have something on the back of your phone. Search Pinterest for get up right now affirmation. Set that as your wallpaper. From 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock, you looking at a wallpaper. Every time you check your phone, it says get up right now. After 8 o'clock hit, you up, you probably done, went to the bathroom, freshen up yourself, got yourself together. Now from 8 o'clock to 9:30, you got some flowers on there. Something cute, something that's gonna just brighten up your day a little bit. Might be a quote, might be a Bible scripture. Now it's 9:30 to 11, you about to eat breakfast, or you leaving for work, or you driving. Move accordingly. But you have to be organized. Without that organization, you can't really see where you're going, because you're not even organized right now. So implement those tactics. And then once you achieve that, now you done checked off your list for your small win. And guess what? It's going to feel good every single time you do it, because it's a win. You're giving yourself the permission to actually win. So win. Check off your alarm clock. You won. You got out of bed. You won. It's not a race, but it's you. It's your timeline. But if you don't do anything, how can you win anything? So just take all that in mind. It's all about accountability, and it's all about giving yourself the permission to actually execute. And when you do, you will see a difference, and there will be nothing that can stop you, because not only did you make it a routine, but you're sticking to it. So make a goal and stick to it, and come back and see me in the next video.